back here are retired horses, and following along behind that, the year with all this rain and mud around, but however we've washed them, and here we've got them in working harness, bridle, collar, plough band, plough chains, and along plough lines. A pair of horses like this can plough about an acre to an acre and a quarter a day. The man walking behind has got to walk 14 miles to do it every day. Can you just stop there a minute? Yourself, or with harrows or a roller, you've got to be able to turn the horses virtually on the spot. And would you just like to gently turn them round? Is our shires. There are other breeds of heavy horse like Clydesdale, Suffolk Punch, Percheron, but the Shire is the biggest and heaviest of them all. These horses in the winter will eat 2 bales of hay a day each, 20 pounds of oats, and still look round for a bit more grub after that. Well, there we are, a nice long line of work now for 5 or 6 years. When he first came, we believed that this horse had been badly treated and been knocked around the head, and you could not get near this horse. You certainly couldn't put a bridle or a bit in his mouth, and it took a long time to gradually quieten him down and get him to work nicely as he is now. But he's now thoroughly reliable. He's been off into carnivals, parades, in cities, and not a great deal perturbs him now. He's got something to push and sit into to push the cart back. The traditional picture of the horse and cart, which you see in paintings, books, postcards, that sort of thing. Let's stop him there. Now, let's make him come back towards me. This is one of the last jobs we teach a horse to do. We don't do this until they are at least 3 years old and learned every other job. But when you've got a load of hay or corn to push in the barn, you've got to get the horse to push the cart exactly where you want to go. Now, adventurer. He is our senior stallion here, and he has won a great number of prizes. A show horse, 18 hands tall, champion at the Devon County Show for the last 4 years in a row, and he's entered again for this year, so whether he'll do it again or not, I don't know. So we have a hair around his horses here that we will not let people pat or touch. You can never trust a stallion. A stallion is a little bit like a bull. As in his mouth, chain underneath his chin to give us good control over him. Well, here we are, more cart rides going over by the Butterfly Centre. Different harness yet again. No saddle and a strap coming down from the collar of each horse to the end of the pole. So as they move to the left or the right, they pull the pole across, and that's how they... come in the ring, then. That's it. Jolly good. Here we are. If you'd just like to come round behind the cart here, just climb up and sit on, would you? Very heavy in pole indeed, as you can see. Duchess behind that, Gemini behind that. All these in foal. To the foal this year. We're going to have so many of them. Rosie, a horse that was donated here last year, the vet says is not in foal, but we believe she is. And Princess beside her, who is not in foal this year. Now they carry the foal for 11 months, which is a tremendously long time to wait. And this afternoon at 2:30, this book of records for the tallest living horse in the world today at 19 hands tall. He weighs over 1 ton, and around his chest 8 feet 2 inches. Now when you really stand up beside this horse, you realise just how tall he is. Something else we're going to do today is this afternoon at the 2:30 parade. It's not a Shire foal. This is Polo, and he's King's friend. The two of them run together in the field. It's most amusing. And he is a miniature Shetland pony and will not grow any bigger than that. So you have the smallest British breed and the largest British breed. Again, we look on the Toilet Trust, and for this one, we've actually had this one since he was a foal, so he's been with us many, many years, but he's now gone into retirement. And a really old hand here, well again, this is another one of the Trust has rescued. We think he's about 12 years of age. Now, yesterday, the farrier was in the big forge, and he's making some shoes up for this one, and we're actually going to get some shoes up to him. How old he's broken in, whether we can get him to work again, or we should see over the next few months, 10 years of age. So, two very good, experienced working horses, simple horses, field work,
Look at that one!
Michael, come over on this side. I can get a photo of you. Put on over there. It's okay.
But after the parade, should be finished, we're going to cover Britannia, because she's in season. Yeah. So we'll do that, and then we'll be following that.
Just want to pose.
Hello.
The shoes on all.
Yeah, smashing bird.
You're beautiful, aren't you? This one is
Marvellous bird. Russian eagle.
Fast birds going flying, they just want to sit still at the beach there. So in order to get them to fly just as we want, you have to get the waist just right. Now we've got the one to do now is if you can right to the male, unlike any other animal species, because when the birds of prey, when the babies hatch out, we're not £2,000 each. But today, if you shop around, you can actually get them for between 6 and 7 pounds. But if it's very good, we pay some very, very popular restaurant. But it's very good for people. And we're going to put it to the test with later. We're going to get a couple of guys through it. Come on, everybody gets through it.
Yeah, marvellous shots.
Right, then we'll get started. Look at that, birds. You go up there and we'll get. And immediately everybody starts to think that's home for an eagle. 40 or even more in captivity than they do in the wild. In the wild, it's very competitive. Good girl. But she holds her front wingspan and her left hand body